the head, see my fist? The head opening is about that big. So when you guys make the snare, and we got a bunch of them ready right here. So I was watching Justin, and Justin was telling the other guys that you're supposed to keep it off the ground about this much. The videos I watch, they tell you to only go that much off the ground. From your tip of your thumb to your knuckle. So we're gonna see who actually gets more rabbits out of it, Justin or me. But basically, you're gonna put, see how we have a hole already made? So the best way to make the hole is actually to grab a pen. Like Justin already has one right here, so he has a wire ready. So I'm gonna wrap this around the pen like that, and then I just twist. So now it'll have a hole ready, because the pencil or the pen will keep it open, not your finger. If you get your finger in there, it's gonna hurt, right? So it's better just to use a pencil or a pen or even a stick, whatever. And then the best way to find out is if you use your fist, say about like that. You understand?
Yeah.
So you want it like that wide when you leave it open on the stick. I'm sorry if I wasted something.
No, it's okay. And then that's the thing too, is like usually when you have this little point to your two boys, always point it downwards. Because then when you catch your rabbit or whatever gets in there, this little point will go into the rabbit's fur and it'll actually keep it in the rabbit and stuff, and it'll keep it nicely secured.
You see the difference between this one and that one? What's the difference?
That one's, the black one is thinner and the golden one is a little big.
So this one's actually longer, this one's just shorter. They're about the same thickness. I think this one feels more stiff than this one, to be honest.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, it's more flexible too, like it's more durable. Like when you want to set up your snare, it's more...
These actually break easily if you tighten them too much. Like if I was to keep making this go circle, it actually would break. You understand? All right. And then you get it ready. And again, Justin said it'd be better to keep it off the ground like that. Me, I think it'll be better if it's like that. So you can try either one. You can try Justin's way or my way, but either way it'll work.
Try Justin's way.
All right. But I've caught many rabbits already. Not this year, anyways. So you want to make sure that hole up. So I'm gonna try to keep it like, if it doesn't stay where you want it to stay, all you got to do is bend the wire where you want it.
I'm trying to get it out.
And then it should stay.
So you guys
See that?
So you
I
guys
bent it a little bit. Now it's staying. It's not going back up. So that's what you want. So you want it just big enough for your fist to fit in there. So if you have gloves on, it'll be perfect size. You either want it that low or that low. But it depends on the size of the rabbit. And again, I usually like to have this part longer so that I can use it to wrap around the tree. You guys understand? You need the cutter. You guys need a cutter? I brought it. Yeah, found the cutter.
So I'll give you one black one and one gold one.
So one for you. One for you. And one for you, Maddox. These ones are already set. So, do you want to set one yourself? Get one ready for you.
Yeah, we'll show you guys right away, okay?
Well, me and Justin will set ours, and we'll show you where to put it, and then we'll show you how high we like it. Yeah, we'll show you how. Wrap it around.
Like this?
Yeah, make sure to leave that little point, okay, at the end.
I don't know how to do it.
Yep, that's right. That's perfect.
Marcus?
Oh wait, too short. Too short. So you gotta make it longer. Yes, now twist it. Oh no, not like that.
This one,
So,
something about right here. And then
it's
you're gonna go
like that,
around,
right? Now we twist
and then you're
like
gonna
this.
grab both ends like this, and you're just gonna go.
So the rabbit can't get out. And the reason why I make you use
Twisting it.
this
Twist
so
it
your
like
finger don't get
3-4
caught in there.
times.
That
Six,
Alright,
6,
so
7
now-
times.
And we make this go out like that, just a little bit.
Yeah, and then you're gonna
Right?
go.
Then this goes in here. That hole.
After it's wrapped up.
And remember,
times,
it has
that's
to
when
be
you stick
about
out
the
this
size
thing.
of your fist with your glove on.
Like that. Okay. And that's when you.
So if it's not round
You
enough,
wrap
you
it
always
up.
bend it round the way you want it.
No, I mean,
And if
Put
it
the
keeps
loop like
falling, boom, go a little bit. See? That should be perfect height. Alright? There you go. One black one, one orange one. Yeah, so do the same thing, the same way.
Over here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the crayon.
And you twist it.
No, it's already done. Got extra wire in my bag, just in case you need to grab it. Yeah, and then we're gonna tie the piece to a tree or something.
Yeah, we'll do the same thing.
Keep it like this, like what?
Give you an extra one, just in case you need to use it to wrap around the tie it down.
Go.
Mine.
Hey! Good. Get some waffles. Waffles, boy.
Like this, and then he's landing and running. Yeah, going that way.
I've never seen the rabbit.
So we'll try to put one up soon.
Hello, YouTube.
Rabbit trail right here, so don't step on it. I got my finger in here. Looks like a rabbit hasn't come in a while. It's getting colder, so the colder it gets, the less they come. You understand? See, this is a rabbit trail right here. Yeah, but there's no narrow spot for it to go. This might be a good spot. He's walking through here, and he's walking through there. So somebody can put their rabbit snare here.
I'll do my rabbit snare.
Why don't you take, if you want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get a good spot. So there's a good spot right there. This stick right here, you can actually put it on there. You know, you want to stand on this side where I was. So you remember how to do it? Come on. I don't want to step on the spot too much, but I don't. So you guys gotta watch, eh? You too, so you can make your own snares.
Okay. Do I tie it around that blanket then?
Yeah.
Just wrap it around?
Yeah, you just wrap it around and twist it up like we did with that. Yeah,
Like
twist
that?
it, twist it now, like you did. Make it go around and around the wire. Around the wire, not around the stick. Okay, if you, just a second. Yes, just like that, perfect. Just keep going around as much as you can. That's a good spot. All right, now, that's pretty good actually. Actually, we'll just leave it the way it is. It looks really good. It shouldn't be touching the snow. It's a good spot. So again, what do we do to make it from falling down? If you want it to keep it from falling, you just bend it a little bit more, right? That spot where you want it to stay. There you go. Keep it nice and tight to the tree. That's good, that's a good. All right, now, bend your wire the right way. It's right there. I was stepping on it. Sorry. Look at this nice set. He did this all by himself, man. I didn't have to touch nothing. Twisted it, and he got a good angle.
Hey, there we go.
The only thing I would change is I would move it just a little bit this way. Look, bend this the right way, and then it's right in the middle. When I get it right in the middle of the trail, the rabbit goes in through the middle. Just like that. Does that look good?
Yeah.
Good job, man. You're a natural.
So we're gonna go down to the ground. We're gonna grab some moss, some fresh moss. It doesn't even have to be moss, just some ground, okay? And what I did is I just basically wiped it onto my hands, onto my gloves, and then I wipe it onto the snare as well. Just to get that steel coat off, and then to also get that smell off of my fingers, right? Because I made this with my bare hands. So it's very important that I wrap it up and stuff like that. And you remember how big I was telling you to make it? How big the hole? How big? No, like how big? Using your hand, how big do you want it to be?
Medium and small.
No, remember we were telling you guys that we always want it fist wide. So you want it at least 4 inches in width, and you also want it 4 inches in height, and you want it 4 inches off of the ground. Or it can even be 2 inches off of the ground. All right. So you always want it like that, and you always want it nice and placed up. So and then I have this stick here that I collected. And then what you want to do is like, you always want to get something that's live, because if it's too dry, it's going to crack. So a lot of times you're always going to want to get something that's still kind of alive. So that way it has that nice bend, okay? So we're going to bend it into a little, like a little thing like that, okay? So then when we bend it, after we bend it, what we're going to do after that is we're going to place it into the ground on one side like that. And then we're gonna go to the other side like this, and we're just basically just gonna let it hang over like that, okay? And we're just gonna bend it down for our snare, okay? And a lot of times, if this is staying up, you're gonna press it against some trees, in which we are. The trail's right there, Ross. If you wanna take a look, the trail comes through this way, and then that's where we're gonna put it. We're gonna put it up in that little opening over there. So I'm gonna go under here, and then I'm gonna go place it there. So I'm gonna show you, all right, Maddox? Before I go, I'm just gonna put it onto the stick. So I'm gonna go around, and I'm gonna go onto one of these knots here, because you don't want the snare to go down, and you also don't want it to go up. So I'm gonna tie it around this knot here, just like this. So I'm gonna go around once.
Justin found a good narrow.
I'm gonna go around twice, and then I'm gonna go around again, and then that's when I'm gonna twist it. Okay, just the same way you're making the loop, you twist it on there as much as you can. So about 4, 5.
We gotta find a spot where it's narrow, like the course to go into one small.
See, and then there, and that's why my knowledge keeper, he told me that it's good to use this because it's nice and stiff. It stays and it keeps its posture the way you put it, right? And then it doesn't come up. It doesn't come down because it's nice and it's on there nice and tight. So now I'm gonna go around this way. I'm gonna cut around this way, and I'm gonna put it into that little opening. I'm gonna kind of break off some more of those branches to get a little more of an opening, and I'll show you. So around this way, you can see that it was huddling up over here. You can see that I was messing around over here. But this is where I want it. So they always want to occupy the same trail. So I'm gonna measure it out. So I want it about like that. So that's where about I'm gonna stick the feet to the ground, stick it into the moss. Like that. So they're nice and solid now. So then, like I said, I want it to be at least fist 4 inches off of the ground. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these branches here to help me out. So I'm just gonna basically wrap it like that. Wrap it around, and then just like that. So that's what's gonna hold. That's what's gonna hold that snare into place the way you want it. That little loop, right? So then after you're done getting your snares set, you adjust it. You do the necessary adjustments. Like I said, fist wide, 4 inches off of the ground. And if you want it a little lower, you can put it a little lower. So we'll put it a little lower just for this one. And then after you do that, you go to the next tree over. You get a bunch of these spruce boughs or pine boughs, whatever boughs are available. And then that's when you start sticking those into the ground. So that way it kind of makes them go into that little opening there. Right? Catch some more. After you have the set snared, like I said, you want only to be a little opening on this side and a little opening on this side, so that way it forces the rabbit to come through this way, right? And like I said, I tried my best not to ruin its tracks, but its tracks are still visible, and you can see that I went up this way, I went around that way. So there we have a set. So tomorrow and the next day we'll always come and check up on it until we get a rabbit. So that's a nice set there we have. We always try our best to stay off of the tracks. Always try our best, and then that's the thing, right? That's what I always taught. Is even when you do step on the tracks, right? Because your boots go inside a home, you know, they go into like they're made of and they're manufactured in these places where there's a lot of chemicals and stuff like that. So you want to get some spruce bough. And right here, you can tell we stepped a little bit. That's fine. So then you just go where the trail was kind of ruined and stuff, clear it off. And then what you do, you just kind of just brush off all of our scent where we were just standing. And then that's the thing, you always want to make it look like a trail. You want to make it look like a little trail. So that way you're kind of forcing them into that little area there. We'll block that area off too because I don't want it to go through where I went through. We'll block that off like that. Put those there. What are these? Like that for now. So, like I said, I want that to be a nice looking trail. But like I said, you know, I was telling the kids the other day is when say we're coming up the trail this way, right? We're coming up the Chidu, or even if we're just walking, or if we go ice fishing over here and we're coming this way, and a rabbit's on the trail, its first instinct is always going to want to be off of the trail. So say it's tough right here, it's going to look at the opportunity. You can run through there. You can run through there. You can run through anywhere. But a lot of times it's always going to look for the opening, right? And that's where it sees the trail. Comes running this way. Soft spot right here. Looks that way. Sees that. Sees that. Sees those trails. And it just rushes through there. Like I said, getting them onto your trail. Oh, look, jack pine. So a lot of times the rabbits, they like to eat this stuff. And in the winter time, they don't have a lot of food to eat, so they always got to try to look for stuff with like little seeds and stuff like that. And apparently they like eating jack pine, so that's what I'm gonna do with this. I'm kind of just gonna throw it around the snare. More right there. More right there. That's a lucky find. So yeah, that's just the way you want to set. So like I said, it's gonna run up into that area, and hopefully we have one in the next couple of days.
Start off by saying your name and what grade you're in.
Marcus Francois.
Oh yeah.
In grade 4C. 4C.
And what are we doing here today?
Snaring.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, no.
Were you proud of your snare?
Yes.